Mexico supports all of America. When we want Chiquita bananas, when we want the best avocados, when we want the best oranges, whatever fruit, with guacamole, whatever it is, we go get it from Mexico. Or we come to California, which was a part of Mexico where things grow the best. And then we take it where? We scatter it all amongst the United States and all the different cities where things don't grow. North Dakota, South Dakota. You understand what I'm saying? The land of Mexico was very pleasant. Give me Genesis 49, let's get into Issachar.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 14.
Come on.
Issachar is a strong ass.
Let me show you something real quick. Do you know what this is? This is slavery that happened to the so-called blacks, the so-called African Americans. This right here happened to the northern kingdom of Israel, which is the so-called natives. The Bible will call them from the tribe of Gad, from the tribe of Issachar, the tribe of Reuben. You understand what I'm saying? So we're showing you that you were native to this land because you were over here when the native people were here. It just wasn't native Indians. You understand? It was the Mexicans, the Incas, the Mayans, the Aztecs. Y'all were dealing in this land when the conquistadors came. So we were brought here in 1619 and we went through slavery. But in the 1400s, they colonized your tribe of people. But we are the same people. So now we're going to read some characteristics about Issachar, which Jacob is telling us that's going to happen in the latter days. You follow me, brother? You with me? Read.
Issachar is a strong ass.
Which animal is normally attributed to the Mexican people? Which animal? Like when you think about Mexican people, what do they normally use? What's normally on pictures? If you see a restaurant, which animal would you see a so-called Mexican dealing with? Which animal? You don't know? What do Mexicans use to carry hay, wood from one place to another? The who? The donkey. Read it again.
Issachar is a strong ass.
Who's the strongest working people in the United States of America? Who would you say? Who would you say? The blacks, the whites, or Mexicans? Mexicans will be the strongest working people. Whenever you want to get a house built, you can go in front of Home Depot and find who? Mexicans, right? Whenever you go to any fancy hotel or restaurant, it's normally being ran by who? Mexicans. Those are the people that they use for cheap labor, but they're the hardest workers. That's why the Bible said, read it again.
Issachar is a strong ass.
Issachar is a strong ass. A donkey can hold a load, a strong load. A so-called Mexican, and when you put 12 of them together, they'll build a house in damn near a day. They work round the clock. They don't complain. They do what they must do. That's why he said Issachar is a strong ass. Read.
Couching down between two burdens.
Now let's explain that two burdens. So you got Mexico, then you have South America, then you have America. Americans don't want the Mexicans in unless it's just for work. Everybody below Mexico think that the Mexicans have made it. They are between two burdens. That's right. And they come to America just to work. are couching down between two burdens. Read.
And he saw that rest was good.
And what do we do during the workday as a so-called Mexicans? What do we take? If you're working and it's hot, you sit down and do what? You take a what? A break. What would you call it in your Mexican language? A who? Descansa? Or what about a siesta? Because that's the word I know. Is that correct? Like a siesta where you take a break, you put your sombrero on, your hat, and you rest, right? He saw that rest was good. Read.
And the land that it was pleasant.
Your land, Mexico, supports all of America. When we want Chiquita bananas, when we want the best avocados, when we want the best oranges, whatever fruit, with guacamole, whatever it is, we go get it from Mexico. Or we come to California, which was a part of Mexico where things grow the best. And then we take it where? We scatter it all amongst the United States and all the different cities where things don't grow. North Dakota, South Dakota. You understand what I'm saying? The land of Mexico was very pleasant. Read.
And bowed his shoulder to bear.
And then you bowed your shoulder to bear. Meaning what? You bowed down and gave tribute. We were conquered by the Americans. We went to war with France. We went to war with Spain.
That's right.
America was our allies as Mexicans. And they turned around and went to war with us as well. You understand? You bowed your shoulder to that. That's why we have Cinco de Mayo, because it was your independence when you beat France in a battle, but then turned around and lost the war. But when the American people, the so-called Mexicans who was over here, they took it as Cinco de Mayo, it was a good thing, but Americans turned it into alcohol and tacos. You understand? Read.
And became a servant unto tribute.
That's how we became servants as so-called Mexicans. I'm gonna ask you a question. Does these characteristics fit your tribal people as Mexicans? So who do you think this is talking to when it says Issachar? It's talking to the Mexicans.
That's right.
So if this is talking to the Mexicans, everything that the Mexicans went through, was prophesied that the tribe of Issachar is going to go through. What tribe are you from? Issachar!
That's right.
You're from the tribe of Issachar. You're not a Mexican. You're not Hispanic. You're not Mexican American. You're not Indian. God calls you from the tribe of Issachar.
That's right.
You understand that? Now give me Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. That comes with a heavy calling, knowing who you are, that you are in the Bible. Read what you got. And read it slow because the brother can, you following us? You understand? All right, we're going to read this slow for you. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Come on.
And now, Israel.
And now Israel, because remember, Jacob was talking to his sons. Issachar is one of the sons of Jacob. Jacob's name by the angel was changed to an Israelite. So you would be from the tribe of Issachar. Your nationality would be Israelite. I'm an Israelite, but I'm from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
You're an Israelite, but you're from the tribe of Issachar. You my brother. I'm your brother. Black and brown. That's how we go. That's how we get down.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.